Hey, sorry, I'm late. I think that since no one else is going to start them to lead the meeting, I'm going to do this. I need to prepare a bit. Sorry for that. Let me quickly check whether we have meeting notes for the current one. Yes, we have, which is great. Okay, let me see. First of all, I'm going to share the meeting notes section to the chat. Please, everyone, chime in your attendance of this meeting. Oh, I forgot. Welcome to the KubeVirt community meeting. It's July 23rd of 2025. Welcome, everyone. So, first of all, a couple of remarks. If you want to join the community as an organization, for example, if you are an adopter of the KubeVirt project, please add your organization to the adopters markdown. Second of all, you can follow us on Twitter. We also have like other channels like a Mastodon account also, which you can follow. I think that should all be available on the community page. And yeah, if you are a regular contributor, you can join us as a GitHub project member. How to do that is all part of the meeting minutes, which you can follow up after the meeting. So first of all, my question, anyone new here first time and want to introduce themselves? Okay, that sounds like a no, like a silent no. Okay, so then let's go first of all to the schedule check it. By the way, did I forget to share my window? Can that be? Probably, right? So
Yes, yes, Dan. Yes, Dan.
sorry for that. So, okay, let me see if I can find this one real quick. Okay, that should be it. Let's see. I hope that everyone can now see my screen.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at the schedule. We're on the 23rd of July, as I said. So we're basically one day before the KubeVirt GA. I must basically say that I am not entirely into the picture, so I would probably ask people from the computer, from other development teams to chime in how far we are with respect to release candidate. I didn't see any release candidate release emails, so if anyone can say something to that, that would be highly appreciated.
I think there was a release candidate.
Yeah, I think that a release candidate was got last week by Lubo. So I think that we are pretty on target for the GA. That's what I can say.
Okay, cool. So no slips in the GA. So then we can probably execute the GA process tomorrow, which is great. Okay. So getting back to the notes, let me see what we have. I'm not sure if there is much regarding call for papers. KubeCon, Cloud Native Con, North America is in November 10th to 13th. I think like the presentation submissions for co-located events has already been done, Maintainer Summit also, so there is nothing to announce on that. I don't see anything else, so that would be that. So let's switch to the agenda notes. I don't see who actually added the first gender item. So please, Sidhu, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I have added it. Yeah. Can you open that issue? Yeah, done. Yeah.
Sure. Wait a second. Let me see.
So,
I'm going to open both.
so
Okay,
yeah.
this one. Okay.
Yeah, actually, last time I have brought this discussion to the KubeVirt community. The Cirrus, right? It's not supported by S390X, and because of this, we are not able to run most of the E2 tests. So then, actually, I thought to replace the Cirrus wherever possible with Alpine. So and so that like we can run more, we can enable more E2 tests. So for that, actually, I got the feedback from last time from the community to actually gather the benchmarks after like when we replace the Cirrus with Alpine. So the test time taken, like how much it will take. So for that, actually, I have raised a draft PR and replaced the Cirrus with Alpine for most of the E2 tests, and then I ran the uh, tests actually in this PR. So I also added the test times taken. Can you go to the issue back once? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Can you go below? So yeah, these are the test time taken from the Dast VR, like with say different six like storage, network operator, and I compared with a couple of peers which are opened in the KubeVirt repo, and so when I compare these results, they are mostly same. I don't see any increase in the times, like even though I replay. So yeah, I mean, so these are the benchmarks I gathered actually, and mostly the test time taken only. So just want to know from the community to is it fine? These benchmarks are fine, or do I need to gather any other details so that like I can proceed for that draft PR like Cirrus to Alpine? Yeah, and so just I want to know for that. And can you go little below? Yeah, in the issue. So these are the count of the test which I am not able to replace them with Alpine because of some tooling which is present inside Cirrus. So these I will take care with. I mean, maybe I will see like what we can do, but this is fine for now. Like 117 tests only, right? So um, yeah, but the main thing I want to know from the community, like uh, any other benchmarks I need to gather so that I can. I mean, is it fine now, like that replacement Cirrus to Alpine, so that I can now make the draft PR to normal PR, and so that it can be merged, so that we can enable more and more tests for the S390X architecture, and so that we have, yeah, that's what actually I wanted to bring up. Yeah, I wanted to know from the community. Yeah.
I think one of the main reasons that we couldn't proceed with just simply replacing Cirrus images with Alpine is the access to console.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's that was the main obstacle.
Uh, access to console, I didn't understand. Like, I mean, so it's like they both have console, right? Alpine also have console. Yeah.
And then what tooling is attached to?
Uh, Actually, I was able to view the console like for Alpine, and I can log in inside that. And I'm not entirely replacing Cirrus. I'm only replacing the tests which are actually working fine, and yeah, passing for both the architecture actually. I mean, for x86. So console.
I thought that there's a problem with the console, but I might be mistaken. But anyone else has any other insights?
Yeah, there's a problem with the DHCP client. I think.
Okay. Those tests I did not replace. Network tests which are like which works fine without that the basic I think SIG network. I think those only I have replaced. Okay.
So another thing is the HCPI daemon, which in one of the Alpine or Cyrus is not present, and that is one of the requirements we have for at least one test. So ACPI daemon.
Okay. I think that test I didn't. Yeah, like I mean, what I want to say, like yeah, I actually got like your things, but yeah, these tests I didn't replace, and this test basically is not supported for extenders also. Like yeah, so only supported things, right? Those only I actually replaced. But these things I will take care. I mean, all these things. I mean, the comes to alternative. Yeah. When replacing the remaining tests also. Yeah. Okay. ACP also not works. Okay.
And what is the issue with the S390 not supporting service? Is it
That that's Cirrus distribution itself is not supported by S390X, and uh, so when we thought to like enable, I mean, it's also, I mean, the what to say, like, I
is
mean,
it a
it's not
retire
supported.
display?
Yeah, it's not supported by S390X Cirrus image, and uh, again that maintenance thing like that also we thought, yeah, that bootloader it will use different when we observed, and when we thought to work it's like since SNTX use IPL, right? So it's difficult to develop with that, and also nowhere they were using in the whole uh, IBMG any other open source project. So I'm not sure like how to actually enable and convince for that. So I thought like, yeah, maybe this is working Alpine, and so maybe give a try for that like that. I thought, yeah.
Wanted to comment about this effort after the benchmark effort will be over. I suggest posting dedicated PRs per SIG like SIG network, SIG storage, SIG compute, etc. So the review will
Sure,
be
sure.
faster and more focused. Thank you.
Sure, sure. I will take care of that. Yeah.
Okay. So anyone else that want to say something about that? Okay. Then let's switch to the open floor. Someone brought up the VP76. I'm not sure who was that.
Yeah, that was me. I just wanted to draw some attention to it. So I posted this a week ago. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to put my name there. Yeah, I posted it a week ago. I'm just looking for feedback. Yeah.
Okay, so basically,
yeah, sorry.
No, please go ahead. It's your time.
Yeah, I just want to mention. So this is native support for virtual machine templates. That means this will add a templating mechanism for virtual machines to KubeVirt, which will allow to let me frame it differently. Like if you look at instance types and preferences right now, there's no real way to add cluster-specific resources such as networks or disks or stuff like that. And so with templates, we will have the ability to to define virtual machine templates which have cluster specific resources in them. And also it should be possible in future to create templates from existing virtual machines. And this should also take care of the associated storage with those VMs. So it's not only about their definition, but also about their disks. Yeah, but please have a look at the web.
Thank you, Felix.
Jed, you have raised your hand.
I thought when we went the instance type route that this was effectively replacing templates. I kind of worried that we're deploying too many CRDs here. It gets really confusing between the, like, I don't know, like all the instance type reference, replica set, like whatever. That's just one more thing to learn about. That's what concerns me a little bit.
Yeah, you're right, but the way the instance types, and preferences work right now, they're basically cluster agnostic, so you can run them on any cluster, and things like specific networks, you can't put them into an instance type. And so the idea here is to essentially to combine instance types and a well-known templating mechanism from some platform which KubeVirt often is run on, and make it work together.
Yeah, it reminds me of that XKCD with the new standard. But yeah, I think it would be nice to remove something if we're adding something. That's my opinion.
And the interesting part here is that this is not part of core KubeVirt, Jed.
Yeah, it should not be part of core KubeVirt. It should be developed in an outside repository. But the idea was to let Virt operators still deploy it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, that does make a difference. Didn't realize that.
Why don't we want to just throw it out on some higher level operator like HCO?
I think this part we can discuss. I mean, there's advantage of Virt operator installing this, and not. I mean, not everybody is using HCO.
Yeah, I mean definitely, but then maybe you wanted your own operator. Like, not everyone might want these templates anyway in KubeVirt.
But there's a benefit to, for example, how do you do snapshots? If snapshots are using these templates, I suggest to go over the proposal first, and then maybe we can set up a ad hoc meeting to discuss and just exchange ideas.
Okay, so I suppose that this might be a separate meeting that people will set up, so that we can probably go to the next topic if you're all fine with that. Okay, this doesn't sound like a no. Then I'm pretty much sure that I mispronounced your name. I'm sorry for that. I'm asking Srija to get to his point and explain it, please.
Yeah, so the API compatibility tests have gone in in release 1.3. So from now on, maybe whenever KubeVirt cuts a new release, we need to make sure that we add the test data folder for the new release with the data. So yeah, there is no automation for this, but the steps to steps to add a new directory has been updated in the README.
Um, hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Can you explain the benefit of doing that? Um, like, why do we maintain this test data itself?
Yeah. So the main idea behind this is to make sure that whenever we add any, what do we say, uh, whenever we make any changes to the API, it does not break the functionality of the previous releases. So, I mean, whenever there is any change in the current version, maybe reviewers can detect if there are any breaking changes upon upgrade or not, and I mean, we can yeah. So the main focus of this test is to detect the breaking changes and make sure that system behaves as expected across all the versions. Yeah, and make sure we follow the API conventions used upstream.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Thanks.
So Federico, you had a couple of other questions. Would you probably be going to explain with me?
Yeah. Actually, I just want to ask if you can raise this with a comment in the next in this PR for the schedule for the release 1.7. I mean, I'm grabbing some infos there in order to also start a tracker issue for the entire release cycle. And yeah, exactly that. So yeah, I mean, just want to grab information so that we can clearly track all the steps that we need to perform as community in the entire life cycle, release cycle. And also, I would like to ask if there are if this should be made in some in a specific step, for example, in when we get release the beta release, alpha, or the final release. I mean, just grab all this information in a comment. It will be fine.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So I think we don't make any API changes after alpha or beta releases, right?
After the feature freeze, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we can actually execute this step after feature freeze. We don't really need to wait for the release time to do this.
Yeah, it will make sense. Actually, I'm also wondering, do we need to maintain all the release information in the main branch? It's isn't the n minus one enough?
I I think from an API point of view, at least as a user, I know we upgrade like 2 or 3 versions at a time. So having the surety that the let's say if we are at release 1.6 or upgrade from release 1.3 to 1.6 will go through successfully is
Yeah.
that's the reason why I think we chose to do
Yeah, probably we can we can maintain up to 3 because 3 is the number that we support. Actually, I don't think that we support jumping release, but someone else probably can keep me honest. But yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering about it. But yeah.
Yeah, I think we delete after 3, we delete the previous ones. So it's not like we will end up creating a lot of stuff in the main branch.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Okay, I didn't, Federico, you broke up for me. Maybe you can attach like your meeting notes here. I'm sorry for that I couldn't follow up here.
No worry, I will do it.
Thank you. Okay, so we have only 1 minute left, but I would basically just I think it's from you, Alan. You're asking about the CI hardware acquisition from specific vendors, and basically we did chat already, like on the Slack, and what I can say to that is that we normally rely on donations, basically. So if there are parties that are interested in supporting something inside KubeVirt, mostly they sponsor also the hardware. So that's basically what we're asking for. Alan, does that make sense somehow?
Yeah, that makes sense. I just wanted to bring that up because I actually have no idea how KubeVirt acquired AMD hardware where I work. So I was hoping maybe somebody in the meeting would know how it happened. So that would have been really good to know.
I can just faintly remember that basically there were a couple of people from AMD that were basically giving us a cluster. And Brian, if you're here, you can probably chime in here because my memory failed on me how that went.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, we had a couple of people come into the community meetings and were interested in SEV support, so they offered us a node to do some testing on. Now behind the scenes, I don't know what was involved, but that's how it came about.
Was it Addy or Larry or
Larry? I think mostly.
Larry. Okay,
Yeah.
he left, so I will reach out to him personally.
Yeah. Cool. I believe I've been talking to someone from Intel as well, but I just need to dig back through my messages. So there may be some hardware on the way for the Intel TDX and the whatever else that they have there, what other confidential computing stuff they have.
Okay, so I think we're already 1 minute over time, and there's people that probably want to go to the compute meeting. So I think we should probably end here. If there is nothing else that is imminently discussable here, then I would just close out right now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay then.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone. See you. Bye.
Thanks.